So, hi, hello. Why don't we just start the vlog today, even though I will probably not be filming like this. It will be over a few days. Like last video was extremely long because I totally forgot that I was filming one. But let's just say that I will not finish my TBR for this month. I mean, we still have quite a lot to go, but I will just write them down on my list. That is basically the books dragged over page, which is extremely like long, and we have a lot here, but I will just write them down there and then I will try and finish them off as soon as possible. But of course I need to start the other ones for like for my other TBR, which it's still a lot, but I mean, those are not as long. I have had some really long books. I mean, I had two Brandon Sanderson books that were each like 700 pages, which is a lot. But for this week, we are not talking about next month, we are talking about next week, which is the last week of this month. And I have a new series that I am going to start on the 1st, and then a week, which I usually never film like weekly things, but we're just going to see how that is going to go, and see, just because I have a goal, and to reach that goal I kind of need some motivation to actually do it. I have been doing really great this month with my goal, which is, yeah. But let's just say I have two books that I kind of have to, let's call it have to. I mean, you never have to finish anything, but two that I kind of, let's call it, that's why I call it have to finish off, and then one that I really want to. So the first one that I really have to finish is War. This is the second book in the Four Horsemen series, and this is about war, which is the second, yeah, the second book. I just said that, but yeah, this is an extremely long one. This, I mean, it looks long, but it's apparently not. This one is 500 and, let's call it 560 pages. So yeah, War. And the reason why is that you have not seen this in a while, you know, like flip-throughs. But basically I have this, I have one, it's called Series, and basically one that I am tracking, basically series that I have started prior to 2025. However, I am, you know, currently reading them and I've started them up. So basically my goal is that I am never allowed to let it go more, you know, to not read one every month. So basically I kind of need to, here we have like the one that I need, the Four Horsemen, needs to basically be read. And then on this page we have Windy City that really needs to be read. So that's the plan. That's why I kind of need to read War, just to move on from that, just because, you know, it's just much easier when I choose that you are going to read this series like at least like one every single month until you are done, because that makes things a lot easier. So yeah, first one is War, and then obviously I told you Windy City. So the other one is Play Along. So this one is the fourth one, and we are following Kennedy and Asaya, and you basically met both of them last book. So in Caught Up you met both of these, because Asaya is the brother of, I don't remember his name, but from that guy, and Kennedy is basically a staff, and you basically kind of got the start in the epilogue of Caught Up. So I don't know if we will like, we'll probably be going back to, you know, where they, before like the end of Caught Up. So yeah, and then the next one comes out, when does that next one comes out? let's see, I need the page for whenever things comes out here. April. So yeah, basically it will be a break because I can't read anything in March for Windy City, but then in April or May, it depends, I don't remember when it, like the date it comes out, but then I will be reading that because I have ordered it. But those are those that I kind of have to finish, and this is 400 pages, so it's still long. But the one that I want to read is Deep End, and this is the newest Ali Hazelwood book. And yeah, that is kind of my plan. And I don't think I will be able to finish anything more than that, but it would be good if I were. But I am not going to pressure myself to read more than at least like these two. And if I am able to read Deep End, and then basically just because we have so much, you know, I mean these two should have been read, but just, you know, hitting it off with another 300 pages book and almost 300 here, these are not the first priority books, you know. But now I have been talking for a long while, so I am going to go, and you will probably see when I start this vlog. A really quick update on how my reading is going, just because I'm not been the greatest at vlogging, and I feel like that is constant, you know, with me just being bad at vlogging, let's just say that. But I started War, and I am 217 pages in, so we're still going strong with this. So should be done in like on Friday or something. So this should be fine. And then for play along, I was supposed to read like 100 pages the first day, and then I was like, I might try and do 200. Then I read 250, and today I finished it off. So this one is Kennedy and Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah. And basically what this is a marriage of convenience. So basically Kennedy and Isaiah, they get married, like drunkenly get married in Las Vegas, and basically it's against the rules to kind of be married, so they are kind of faking it that they have had a relationship longer than they actually had, and just for her to keep her job. And then she wants another job in San Francisco. And basically the plan is for them, you know, when she gets a job, just to divorce. However, Isaiah, he has had a crush on Kennedy for a long time, so he kind of doesn't want anything of this to happen. But he's just, yeah. So 5 stars. I love this. I love this series. This series is one of the few ones that is just hooking me straight away, and I cannot put it down. So that's where we are going with this. So loved it. So yeah, I can't wait for Rewind It Back, which will come out in May, and I have already pre-ordered that. Let's just say that I have pre-ordered it, and I can't wait basically to see where everything is going with that. And I think it might be the last one in this series, and I am really sad for that, because I have loved this series so much that I kind of don't want it to end. That's my reading, meaning that tomorrow I will probably start Deep End. It's 400 pages, so you know I should be able to finish this before, you know, the month is over, which would be really great, just because I'm so excited to read this. And yeah, so I am kind of hoping that this will hook me in the same way that this does. Like, I don't want to put it down, hoping this will kind of happen that as well. So maybe I will get to like 200 pages and then 200 pages the next day. That would be great, but who knows. So now these two are the ones that I'm going to continue on with. So yeah, and other than that, I've been listening to some audiobooks. Now if you have heard me, like if you have seen any one of my other vlogs, you will know that I am doing like a Truth and Ladders in the book club that I am part of, and basically it's going really well. I have been reading way too many books, let's just say that. I have just been like shooting forward with as many books as I can, and it's kind of been a lot. I don't really know how many I have read, but it's a lot and it's kind of too many. So I really hope that March might be a little bit more peaceful month, just can relax. But one thing I am going to say that has been really great with this whole thing I've been reading a lot is that I have been able to maybe not finish a lot of series, but I have been able to continue on with a lot of series, which is really great. So yeah, it's been going really well, and I think that it basically I have finished Shadow of the Fox, and then I have been reading, like I'm on my 4th Born in Blood series, like book in that series. So the 4th one is going to be read tomorrow, possibly like in a little bit this evening. And then yeah, I finished Enchantée, which was a really short one, which basically is my like duology part down there. That is not like my first priority, but it was just easy to get to that. Then let's see, I've been reading the one book that I need for Something in the Way. I am reading like the Four Horsemen series that I need now, and then I have finished Between Earth and Sky, which is really great. And then I started Hades and Persephone and Fae Isles, and then I finished the entire Wicked Villain series, which yeah, that was something. And then I have read my 1 book in The Witcher, and then 2 books in Cosmere, 1 book in Stephanie Plum, and the 1 book that I need in Windy City, which is this, and then 1 book in Chestnut Springs. So I'm going to continue on with that. 1 book in Harihole, and 1 book in Sadok, and 3 books in Fallaway. So I have read 4 books from there, and then 2 books in the Swenson Brothers, meaning that 3 books down there. I finished the Feybound, like catched up on Feybound, and then read 2 books in Iron Fae, which meaning that I'm 3 books in. I'm going to start on the 4th one. So we are overall doing really well with my series, and I have also read so many like single books, and yeah, it has been a great reading month, and I am so glad that I'm not doing a wrap-up. I don't like wrap-ups anymore, just because I don't remember like everything that is going on in books. Thursday, yeah. And I'm still going on. I have started this. So for War, I am like 435 pages in. And so I will just say I'll finish this tomorrow. So far, I'm really loving this. I feel like this and Pestilence are really different. I have to say, I really like that Lord Plaza, you know, she writes this series, and the first one has kind of different tropes than this one has, and I really enjoy that, just because I feel like a lot of series have kind of the same, rather they are following the same people, or they have like similar themes. This has one theme, and that is like, these are the 4 horsemen, but I kind of don't feel like they are similar in any way. And yeah, so I am really looking forward to continue on with this. And then I started Deep End like 2 days ago, and I am 300 pages in, so I have a little bit over 100 pages left. So yeah, so far I have to say I'm really enjoying this too. I know a lot of people don't like this as much as the other ones. Now I feel like I might be more attached just because the male main character is Swedish, and Swedish is Norway's neighbor country, and yeah, it's like really funny to hear them say like fika, misi. It's just really funny just because, you know, we don't say the same things in Norway, but we all know we understand each other. So it's kind of like, I know those words. And it's just overall a really fun time. I am curious as to basically where we are going with this book. I have a little bit over 100 pages left. I am so curious as to how this is going to end, you know. So other than that, I read a lot of books this month, and I actually can't wait to print out the covers and basically do the monthly books page. It's gonna be full, but yeah, let's just say. And here we have, I feel like I didn't do as bad with my TBR as I was kind of thinking. I will have 2 more squares off, so I have like 5 that I haven't finished, and that is not as bad as I was kind of thinking. And to be honest, I think I might have, you know, finished things off, but I just, yeah. So other than that, but I have to say, for me reading so many books this month, I have so far, I have 2 5 stars that I haven't read before, you know. So I don't know, that doesn't seem very good, like 2 5 stars. And then I don't know, have to see how this ends, if it's a 4 or 5 star. But yeah, this whole thing. And then in March I am so going to just relax a little and don't read as much. I'm just going to chill a little bit more. End the vlog and talk about basically how I finished books and more books and even more books. So for this one, I also actually have read a little bit of Sherlock Holmes. So basically I have finished the entirety of the memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. So it's basically just a bunch of short stories. It usually ends up around the 3 stars just because it's fine. It's nothing like, I don't feel like it is superior, you know. So I only have the Return of Sherlock Holmes and those short stories left. So I am going to, you know, continue on with that. And then basically, I think, yeah. The first one in the next one is The Hound of Baskerville, which is the one that I have chosen, you know, to read next month. So yeah, and they are fine. It's not, I'm not like loving it, you know. So but yeah, overall it's going to be interesting to read the next portion of this. So I usually like read a little bit every day just to, you know, get through it, and then we will get to The Hound of Baskerville, which is, I mean, it's not too long, so I usually listen to the audiobooks for this. And yeah, and I have to say that I think that one of my like favorite episodes of like the Sherlock Holmes series is actually The Hound of Baskerville, just because it is so twisty, and it's the one where you have no clue, is it real, is it not, is it, yeah, so you are just overall really confused, and I love it. So let's see if I will like the book. But yeah, let's talk about the ones that I was supposed to finish. So the first one was War, and I think I am actually going to give this 5 stars, just because I feel like it is now Pestilence. I feel like it is a different 5 stars than this, just because they are so different in kind of the overall themes, with like the whole like things that is happening, and that is overall really interesting. So 5 stars. I really enjoyed this, and yeah, I also really like how we are kind of getting hints at like not what will happen, but basically I don't know how to explain it. They're kind of talking about their brothers. Like the next one is Famine, which by the way has arrived. So this is the next one, and I am really curious to this one, just because back in the books she read these books not too long ago, and she didn't like Famine, and I'm curious. Now she gave this book 4 stars. I'm gonna give it a 5, just because I really enjoyed this. I feel like I am the person who don't go into books basically expecting anything, except if I kind of already know that I am like loving the author or anything. I have kind of high expectations. I haven't read that much from Laura Thalassa. I mean, I really did like the Rhapsodic series, like the Burgener series, but I also know that these are like different themed, and I feel like I have much higher expectations if you have like the same themes, like the whole, just because these are not fae. And yeah, so that's kind of what I have to say about this. I really loved this, and yeah. And then we have Deep End, and a lot of people don't like this as much as the other ones, and I am going to say that this will be a 5 star. Not like the highest 5 star of Ali Hazelwood. I feel like it's more on the lower 5 star end, but overall I really did like it. And one thing that is really funny, is that sometimes Scarlett catches what Lucas says in Swedish and she has no idea what it means, but it's written out here, and I'm just like, I understand. So I know what Lucas is saying, but she doesn't, and it's kind of just, I feel like I have like more like, I really love when things is like people are from different kind of people, like places in the world, and especially like if they are from like a neighboring country or this like Norway or something, because it's actually really fun to read about, and especially if they use kind of the language from there and they are like the character don't understand anything, and I'm sitting here like, hi, I know exactly what you mean. And even though you don't always use the same words, you know what they are talking about, So yeah, that was the 2 books I had to finish off. So yeah, it's really great. I love it. And yeah, I am not going to finish anything else today, so I'm going to let you go, and we are going to start a new vlog tomorrow, where I mean, I can already say because you, I mean, well, I've already started filming it. It's going to be a new series, basically. I am going to start basically for 7 days. They're just choose series to basically not catch up on, but basically continue on with. So I might do different kinds, you know, just this time around I will use a random number generator every time and choose like one book in the series and then the next and the next. But I mean, I kind of want to also just take that one and just choose one series and then finish off that series and do it that way. It really depends. But for this round, I'm just going to, you know, read different kinds and see where that will take me, just because we need to get down to 50 and I have over 100. But I am going to get down to 50 books, like 50 series at least. So that's 50 series that I need to finish off this year. And yeah, that's a lot, you know. But I am going to go now, so yeah. Hope you liked this video and I will see you next time for another one. Bye!